Hey guys, it's Dawnna St. Louis. How are you doing today? I'm actually out taking a beautiful walk. It's gorgeous outside today. But I'm getting ready to stop back at the apartment, and I wanted to share with you why the Craveable Keynote formula works, how it works. I actually want to show you that the proof is definitely 100%, no questions asked, in the pudding. So I'm going to show you some emails. I'm going to show you the results of those emails so you can actually see that I'm not just saying it works. It works. So just bear with me for a second while I find a good spot to sit, and hopefully it's not too noisy here. If it is, we'll have to work through that, because this is the best place for me to have internet without getting too far. Here, actually, I can go here by the tree because it's gorgeous. This is where I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit under the tree today. All right, so we'll start with, so I have 4 emails sitting right here that I printed out. I had to print them out because I'm trying to not show people's email addresses on live stream. Clearly, I don't want someone's email to be blasted out on the internet. So let's start with the first one. So the very first email that I have is this one. And I'm going to read to you the part that's really important, which is that third paragraph right there. And it says, on a personal note, this is from the guy, by the way. This is when I went to PMI Symposium. He sent this on 4/25. I delivered the keynote on 4/19. Okay, so these are actual numbers. So I delivered the keynote on 4/19. This is from 4/25. And this is from the guy who hired the speakers. And he wrote, on a personal note, I have about 8 people who have asked me how easy you were to work with and your fees. And then he said some kind things about working with me, but here's the important part. We paid $14,000 including travel. Would that be okay to share? Says it right there. Right there. See it? Okay. So that's email number 1. On 4/26, I got my first email from a lady named Leah. And actually, it was from her boss. Her boss emailed me first, and then she followed up. And she said, here's the thing you got to pay attention to. It's this second sentence right here where it says, third sentence, speak recently at PMI. See that part, speak recently at PMI? What she's saying is specifically, Margie is the owner of the leadership development company in Denver, and after seeing you speak recently at the PMI Symposium, she thought you would be a great fit for our live speaker series. They literally reached out to me a day after Jim asked me if it was okay for me to, for him to share my fees and everything, and I said yes. Again, they pay full fee, right? So here's my first response from one keynote using the Craveable Keynotes formula. Okay, now here's the cool thing. Next email, 4/27. This is from a lady named Andrea. Andrea works for the city and county of Denver. And she wrote, very first sentence right there at the top, right here where my finger is. Don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to read it to you. Right? I believe in showing people the truth, right? First, I want to thank you for such an enjoyable workshop at the Denver VMI Symposium. My colleagues and I enjoyed your session. We were telling our CIO, Christine, blah, 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 about what a dynamic speaker you are. And she wanted me to reach out to you and find out what an average engagement with you runs. We're an IT shop of about 350 technologists. I also reached out to Jim. I look forward to hearing from him as well. And I look forward to hearing from you. Okay. So she's going to reach out to the guy who's going to tell her my $14,000 keynote fee. So she's pretty much prepared, right? And she's going to reach out to me too. This is 4/27. This is only, again, a week later. I spoke on, I guess it was 4/20. So then here's the last one. The last one is, this guy's name is Justin, and he works for Starbucks. And it says, your breakout session and keynote at PMI a couple of weeks ago was great. Your energy and message are infectious. I would love to share that with my team at Starbucks and discuss half-day or full-day program. Do you have time to chat in the next couple of weeks? This is on 5/8. I don't know another way to show you or tell you or explain to you that the Keynote Craveable formula works. These are literally 3 deals, and the total value of those deals, mainly because Starbucks came through and didn't just do a half day with one group. They decided to do a whole hell of a lot more. From one keynote, these 3 deals are, let me just make sure I got it, 16, 16, and 32, which is 32, 30, 64. This is worth $64,000. One keynote formula, $64,000. $64,000. I'm not playing with you. I'm not joking with you. I'm not pretending. I'm showing you the papers. I'm showing you the emails. I'm showing you that people are sending this. And this only started happening after I used the Craveable Keynote formula. It did not happen before that. I am telling you, I started using that formula probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year ago. I would say probably closer to 6 months to, 6 months to a year ago, probably in the 9 month time frame. And let me tell you, it freaking works. And it was just something that when I started doing the 7 triggers to yes, I started literally leveraging that content in my keynote just to see like what kind of difference it would make. So how do you take one deal, just one deal, PMI Symposium, one deal, and turn it into 3 other deals with, I didn't sell jack from the stage. That's the other thing. Like a lot of people go, oh my God, you must be selling so much from the stage. I do not sell from the stage. I did not sell from the stage. I didn't ask for anything from the stage. I didn't say, hey, by the way, call me when you want a keynote. No, I didn't have to do any of that. Quite honestly, there are these seeds and there are these transitions and there is this stuff that you plant during your keynote. And I'm not even talking about memorizing a keynote. I'm talking about very specific things that you do during your keynote, and it changes the game. I have never, ever, I'm not a better speaker, by the way. I'm the same speaker I was before. The difference is what you add. I don't memorize my speech or anything like that. I literally just started adding these transitions. I didn't go in, like everybody said, oh my God, you must have completely revamped your speech. I did not. I made these minor changes that plant these amazing seeds, and I'm literally using my own stuff, 7 triggers to yes, within my keynote, and this $64,000 worth of deals within 426, 58, 427. The last payment, and by the way, all these clients pay in advance, like before I even go speaking. I think except for one, they paid the 50%, all because they're following also my contract formula. My point is, you don't have to be struggling. Like if you do a keynote, your keynote should be at very minimum bringing you 3 more keynotes. And these are just 3. By the way, I have probably about, maybe, I'm trying to remember if they're from the same company. I have either 3 or 4 more inquiries. They're not closed deals yet. These are closed deals. I have about 3 or 4 more inquiries. One is not going to come in at full fee just because of the type of organization they are, but the other 2 definitely will. So I would tell you I have 3, maybe 4. I'm trying to remember if one person works for the same company. That's what I can't remember. I know I'm talking to 4 people though. And we're talking about another, we're talking about maybe another $40,000 worth of deals. One keynote. I'm just saying. So listen, if you want to know this keynote formula that I use, this Craveable Keynote formula, you gotta come and see me in Dallas. It's July 13th in the evening or July 14th in the morning. I know there's a lot of things going on, but we're talking about transforming something so that you can make money. And keep in mind, I'm keeping it extra small, because what I want you to do is I want you to try it, whether you're at home or whatever. And as you're practicing, go, okay, well, that didn't quite work for me. And I'll tell you all these little tips and tricks I do, because I don't memorize my keynotes at all. but I do have little triggers when I use a PowerPoint slide to help me know exactly what's coming next or what to make sure that I don't forget something. So seriously, July 13th, July 14th, if you are not a fan of my page, go to Dawnna St. Louis, go to my page, look for the invite. It's under events. Be there July 13th, July 14th. One is in the evening, one is in the morning. I'm doing this live. I have a spot that's about 2 miles from the Hilton Anatole, and we have our own breakout room and everything. It is literally only open for 12 people. So if you want to know how to do this, I mean, again, proof is in the pudding. Like I'm showing you numbers. I can go get contracts and print those out if you like me to, right? I have numbers to prove that this is working. We're talking about making serious money from your events. If you're going to give a speech, you might as well make sure that speech turns into money. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have